All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. There's the yup from Luca. Welcome to the stream. This time I made it in time, yeah. All right, so before I get started, just want to call out that I have the new C# Godot Udemy course available now. It's the first link in the description below. So if you're interested in learning how to use C# with Godot, then definitely check that out. I've got other courses linked below, as well as some of my games and other helpful links. So yeah, with that out of the way, I think what we're going to do in this stream is start experimenting with setting up a framework for meta progression. So this is going to be, you know, when you die, you go back to the hub room or whatever, and you can choose some upgrades that are permanent. And those permanent upgrades will be traditional roguelite upgrades, you know, stat boosts or, you know, whatever, things like that. And I'm thinking about making this somewhat of a skill tree because I think that that's interesting. There's kind of a little bit more interest in terms of the choices that you make. So let's go ahead and try that out. I have absolutely no clue how I'm going to approach this. I don't even know how you would approach making a skill tree in Godot. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a little bit of exploration. So I guess I could start with the process of making a skill tree. Hello, DevGhost. Welcome back. You changed your profile pic. Got the little cat now. All right, so let's go ahead and, again, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what the most effective way is of creating something like a skill tree. So we're just going to go for it and we're going to see what happens. So I think there's some graph nodes that we can use here. So graph edit, an editor for graph-like structures using graph nodes. That's experimental, experimental. Okay, so if those are experimental, then what am I supposed to use? I thought there was a different kind of thing that we could use here. Hello, Marcos. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Should say welcome back to the stream. Did they change these graph node, graph frame? Can be used to organize other graph elements inside of a graph edit. Well, let's just try with the experimental features then, I guess. So add child node graph edit. Oh my. Oh, I see. Save this in Scenes UI. So what happens if I do this? Okay, well, it's already got built-in functionality, so that's cool. I don't know what this does. Oh, this is like the little mini-map. All right. Interesting. Obviously, it's not, not super functional here. Okay, so do I want to use this kind of a screen? That's the question. Well, let's just see if we can get it working here. Graph edit, scroll offset, undo that, show grid, grid pattern dots. No, we don't want to show the grid. Snapping enabled, snapping distance, scroll zooms, grid pattern line, okay, connection lines. Okay, let's go ahead and add a graph, a container that represents a basic element that can be placed inside a graph edit control. So a graph node. What is this now? Testing. This might be way over my head. Would it be easier just to draw or to write my own like sort of skill tree logic instead of trying to use this? Probably. When's the next video? I don't know. I should probably set aside some time to work on that. I don't know, what kind of video do you want to see next? I think we discussed earlier, there's two videos that I really want to make, which is like pixel art for non-artists and C# tips, gotchas. But I can also make a Gunforged devlog. I think I have enough content for that now. So I don't know. Graph node. Okay, I think that this is actually going to be way too complex. Game jam or tutorial. Okay. So, let me think. What does this look like? So I can move this around. Okay. No, I don't think this is going to work. So we're not going to use this. Goodbye. It's experimental anyway. So we're going to set up our own skill tree. So let's do a margin container as the root. And let's go ahead and add a child node. Probably going to want a scroll container here. And the question is, what should be, how should we represent that skill tree? So there needs to be like maybe like a bunch of texture rectangles inside of the scroll container. Interesting. What other types of containers do we have? Let's do a deep dive into the containers here. Flow container, graph element, tab container. So I think what I need to do is add a control here. And this control would basically have a minimum size. So if I did like, wait, is this gonna work if I do 1280 maybe? Okay, yeah, so that scroll container then kicks in. Cool, so I think what I have to do is have a control as a parent here, which I will manually change the size of. But for now, let's make it fill and expand in both directions, and then we can freely move these texture rects now, which means that I can snap them to a grid. Now the question is, let's do 640, let's do a grid pixel snap of 10 here. What would 640 be? It would be 32 over. Okay, anyway, doesn't matter. So let's do a new placeholder texture. 2D. I guess we'll make it 16 by 16 to start. Oops. Expand mode. Keep. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so now the question is, how do I actually show this? I will probably need a series of lines. Will you focus on UI in this stream? And yes, I switch PFP often. Yes. This stream, I'm setting up a like a skill tree for the meta progression for the game. So yeah, it's going to be very UI heavy for sure. Make a tutorial on dashing for top-down and platformer. All right. Hello, Kendra. One idea that came to mind when enemy having special... Hold on. One idea came to mind when enemy having special ability has some kind of animation getting paused. I don't know what that means. So I think what you're saying is like getting ready to attack, like a attack indicator. Do you think you'd ever do a more technical video on how you went about implementing some of the systems you use, such as status effects, upgrades, passives, etc.? Yeah, I think, first of all, welcome to the stream, Thoughtful Miner. And maybe, yeah, I've gotten a couple of requests for that, so I think that's something I'd be interested in doing for sure. I gotta figure out how to manage my time. I gotta work on Gunforged, I gotta post videos. Lots of stuff going on. Yeah, I'll have to do some thinking on that. Unfortunately, I do not have enough time to produce every video that I want to make. That's unfortunate. So we have the skill tree screen. So we're basically going to have like these skill tree buttons, like so. And then they're going to be connected with probably line 2D. And the line 2D is going to do something like that, be behind everything. So line 2D is going to be something like that, and probably have a smaller width of something like 2 here. And then the skill tree, obviously, it's a tree, right? So it's going to be dependent. So something like that. So let's go ahead and figure this out then. Let's figure out how to represent this in a sort of data-oriented fashion. So I'll create a script for this. Oops. Did I not have VS Code open? Skill tree screen game dot UI. Thank you. Okay, let's just straight up create a new class here. I'll probably move this elsewhere, but let's just do private class skill tree. Private class skill tree. Probably going to need some kind of method, public bool, add node. Okay. Yeah, I think I know how it's gonna work. I'm just thinking, sorry, I gotta think through this. Possessed. Oh, possessed. I gotcha. Sorry, my main language is Portuguese, I forget technical term. No, that's alright. I just didn't know exactly what that word was. But yeah, I got you now. I understand what you mean. Why is this, oh, public, why did I put bool there? Public void add node. So what's gonna have to come in here is we'll have to have like a private class skill node. And it's gonna have something, oh, why do I keep doing that? It's gonna have something like a public int gold cost or something like that. And it's going to have a public list of other skill node. And this is going to be, so we could split it up. We could either do outgoing connections and then do another public list skill node incoming connections. We're probably going to want an ID as well. So public string ID. So outgoing connections and then incoming connections. Now incoming probably isn't gonna matter a whole bunch. We could also make this an edge. So we could make like an edge class here, like private class edge. I don't think that might be overkill, but we might expand into that if that's gonna make it clearer. So we've got the skill node. We're probably going to want to have some kind of skill resource as well. So let's just do private class. Actually, I shouldn't call this skill tree. I should call this upgrade tree. Upgrade. And then this is going to be upgrade tree item. This is going to extend resource. I'm just kind of stubbing this out. Oh, partial. Just kind of stubbing this out right now, getting the data kind of together in my head. I'm going to rename this to upgrade tree. And then we're going to rename it in here, skill tree. Rename. Okay. Let's see if we can get this done and working in this stream, huh? Challenge accepted. It's like in game jam mode. Okay, so we've got upgrade nodes and we've got upgrade trees. So the question is, do I want to do this primarily through resources? Or do I want to set this up primarily with code? Maybe we'll start with, well, the problem with defining all these connections through resources is I have no way of really visualizing it. So that's going to be a problem. What's going on with your wire nodes call there? I've seen it a lot in your videos. So this is my Godot utilities NuGet package, my Godot utilities library, which is on my GitHub. It's free for anyone to use. And basically what it does is whenever there is a member marked with the node attribute in a class that's marked with the scene attribute, when you call wire nodes, it will automatically go and find nodes in the scene tree that share that member name. So this node, essentially, what's going to happen is that wire nodes is going to find a node in your tree that has the name shoot container, for instance, and then it will assign that node into this member for you. So that's the gist of how it works. Very nice, if you ask me. It uses source generation to do this. Unfortunately, I can't bring up the generated code. But if you used an IDE like Rider, you could control click into this and you would see all the code that was generated for finding that. And it basically goes through like a bunch of different names. So it tries snake case, it tries Pascal case, it tries unique nodes. It tries matching a bunch of different ways. So I think it's pretty robust. That's what I thought. Thanks for going into detail. Yeah, for sure. It'd be cool if you took the early Gunforged and made it its own game, changed some stuff around and you have a new game. Yeah, there's probably some potential there, but I think I'll be done with Gunforged after I'm done with Gunforged. I have other ideas that I've been dying to try out, so I don't want to get stuck on one idea for too long. Okay, so we've got the upgrade node, we've got the upgrade tree. So what we want to do is we want to add a node. And what's going to happen is, so let's do an upgrade node here. And then we're going to want to take something like an IEnumerable of upgrade node. Oh no, we want to make it, no, yeah, we want to make it an IEnumerable upgrade node. And this is going to be the nodes that it's dependent upon. So dependency nodes. Okay, so in the ready method here, public override void ready. We're going to create a new upgrade tree. Okay, and let's just do something very basic here. Let's do var ability1 is equal to upgrade, new upgrade node. And let's go ahead and set the ID equal to ability1, and the gold cost is equal to 10. And we might as well create a couple more of these. 2, and then we'll make this 100, and then ability 3. Let's make this 1,000. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to say upgrade tree dot add node, and we're going to add the ability 1, and it's going to have no dependencies. Okay. Then for the upgrade tree, we're going to add another node. We're going to do ability 2. This is going to have a dependency of new upgrade node, and it's going to be dependent upon ability 1. And then upgrade tree, we're going to add ability 3 is dependent upon ability 2. So we're trying this very basic case out first. We'll get this working and then we'll try the more complicated cases. So we should have, I can't unlock ability 1, or I should be able to unlock ability 1 immediately. I shouldn't be able to unlock ability 2 until ability 1 is unlocked, and I shouldn't be able to unlock ability 3 until ability 2 is unlocked, which means I can't unlock it until ability 1 is also unlocked. So that's kind of the setup that we got going on here. Let's do this. Private list upgrade node. Upgrade nodes is equal to new. We're going to do upgrade nodes dot add upgrade node. Okay, and then we're going to say for each var dependency in dependency nodes. So each dependency is going to have an outgoing node. So we need to do dependency.outgoingConnections.add dependency, or .add upgrade node. So each of the dependencies have an outgoing connection going to this new node that we're adding. But then the upgrade node has to have its incoming connections. We need to add range, which is the dependency nodes. Okay. And we should probably do something in here like public bool is unlocked or is acquired. Something like that. So ID gold cost is acquired. Okay. What next? So I need a way of traversing through the tree in a nice way. Now, the problem is I need to be able to design this from a UI perspective as well. So what I need to do essentially is I need to have these things correspond to certain IDs. So let's go ahead and let's just save this as a scene. Scenes, UI. You know what I'm going to do? Scenes. Oops, what am I doing? I wish this was easier to search. Like there's a command palette. How do I do the command palette? Go to folder. Nope. Okay, never mind. Let's create a new folder in here. UI, we're going to do upgrade tree. And what we're going to do is we're going to move those upgrade items, upgrade tree screen into upgrade tree. And then we're going to move that script into a new folder as well, upgrade tree. Let's move that tree screen script into there. Now we can open up this upgrade tree screen, and let's go ahead and make sure to add this to the upgrade tree namespace. So now what I can do is I can save this branch as a scene. Let's call it upgrade item or upgrade notice. Well, I don't want to have two things. Yeah, I'll just call it item, that's fine. Save branch as scene, upgrade item. Let's go ahead and create a... Hello? That was weird. Okay, so scripts UI upgrade tree, boom. Game.ui.upgrade tree. What we want to export here, export private string upgrade ID. Okay. Build. Oops, I pressed the wrong button, that's right. So we'll duplicate this upgrade item, put this one here, put this one here, and put this one there. Perfect. Okay, and then for each of these, let's do ability 1, ability 2, and ability 3. All right. Okay, let's do this now. Node, private control, upgrade control. Let's go ahead and create a map first. So let's do a var ability, no, let's call it upgrade ID to upgrade item is equal to upgrade control dot get children dot where x is upgrade item. Dot cast upgrade item. Dot to dictionary. X. I forgot how to return. Can I return a tuple here? X dot ability. Oh, you know what? Oops. This needs to be, well, let's just do this. Public string upgrade ID. X dot upgrade ID. And then X. Did that work? So that creates a dictionary. Oh, that creates a dictionary of tuple. Oh. Oh, I see. Do I supply two functions? Gotcha. Okay. But I don't, that second option is that second option is optional. Argument, I guess I should say. So now we've got a dictionary where the string is the key of ability ID, and we've got the value being the upgrade item, which is the UI element that goes there. Cool. Why did I do that? There was a very specific reason why I did that. Oh, right. So I know where to draw the lines. So now what I can do is I can traverse the tree and connect the data structure that exists in the tree with the UI, because now I have this map that I can look up. Okay. How much will Gunforged cost? That's a good question. I reserve the right to change this at any point, but I'm thinking somewhere like $5. Maybe a dollar or two cheaper, maybe a dollar or two more expensive. It all depends on how the next couple months of development shake out. But around $5 is what I'm shooting for. So let's go ahead and traverse this tree now. So I guess the best way to do this actually would be to public read only. So for each var node in upgrade tree, what we need to do is we need to upgrade tree dot upgrade nodes. I thought it would be more. No, it's gonna be relatively cheap, I think. Hello, the Broken Crow. Been about 6 months since I saw you stream. How you been? I've been good. You may have seen my video where I no longer am employed full-time, which is why I'm doing this. But it's good to see you again. How have you been? Did you stop to think about how much you evolved overall, both in art and in programming, and you look back and man, you're proud of your evolution? Yes. Yeah, I think everyone should definitely do that, but you know, I think that there's obviously I've seen improvement in myself, and obviously I've tried to do that, and obviously I'm happy with that, but you also can't you shouldn't be complacent, right? You should still be able to say, yep, I got a lot of room to improve, and so on and so forth. So there's always a balance, right? You don't want to kick yourself too hard. You don't want to push yourself too hard, but you also don't want to dwell too much on like, yeah, I'm super proud of doing that. You know, you kind of have to strike a balance there. So yeah, I do look back and I appreciate all the effort that I've done for myself and all the skills that I've developed, but I have much more to go and lots of stuff still that I want to accomplish. So that's what I'm trying to do. Big changes, eh? I hope that things are going well, but I'll have to look into that video. Yeah, things are going fine. I'm having a great time. And, you know, worst case scenario is if I'm doing all this and I run out of money, then I will just go and get a job again. It's that, you know, I'm not in danger of being homeless or anything. So, like, this is not, you know, once I get down to my savings, I'll be down on the street. No, like, I have backup plans, I have insurance. Like, the money that I'm using right now is basically for this purpose, which is like, let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can be full-time self-employed. And if it doesn't work out, like I said, I'll just go back to working. Deshowiz. It's easy to let reflection serve as satisfaction that stops further development. Yeah, that's kind of, yeah, I agree. That's kind of what I get at. You do have to reward yourself and you do have to recognize your accomplishments, but also you can't rest on your laurels, so to speak, right? You have to, you know, briefly celebrate those things and then, all right, more work to do, you know? Which is easier said than done, for sure. So for each node in upgrade tree, upgrade nodes, what we're going to be doing is we are going to, oh, you pay $15 for Gunforged? Dang. I gotta talk to my marketing guy then and see about that price. Spoiler alert, the marketing guy is me. I've been good taking your course, which everyone should check out because it's incredible. Thank you. Currently, YouTube is being odd. Apparently, 6+ months is less than 1 minute to chat on my main account. Oh, interesting. Hello, Raz. What's up? Welcome back. All right. I got to get into this upgrade node stuff now. But of course, now the cat wants attention. Goodness. Goodness, I'm supposed to be trying to get this done during this stream, cat. Okay, so for each var node in upgrade tree, upgrade nodes, what are we going to do? What we have to do is we have to first toggle the disabled. So let's just do this. Let's just say var ability or var upgrade item is equal to upgrade ID to upgrade item node dot ID. So that's our upgrade item texture rect, essentially. And then this is kind of has to be implemented. I guess I can just implement a stub method here. So public void set acquired bool is acquired. We'll just leave that as a stub method for now, because in here what I can do is I can do upgrade item dot set acquired node dot is acquired. And then we're going to also need another one, public void set can acquire, which is a different thing. Upgrade item dot set can acquire, and you can acquire an upgrade item when var all or any. Any dependency satisfied is equal to, maybe I'll change this from outgoing connections to, let's change this to, well, that's fine. So if any dependency is satisfied, that means that the node's incoming connections, any of those have to be is acquired. So any of the incoming connections have to be acquired. That will mark this as true. And we set can acquire is equal to any dependency satisfied. Okay. So that works, or that will work, I think, maybe. We'll see. Okay, and then what we need to do is we should probably draw a line between this node and its dependencies. So for each var dependent is in node.outgoing connections. Let's create a method in here, private void draw line. And we'll draw a line between two upgrade items. So upgrade item root, upgrade item origin. So for each var dependent in node outgoing connections, we're going to draw a line from the node to the dependent. Oh. This is going to be upgrade item var dependent upgrade item is equal to upgrade ID to upgrade item dependent.id. Okay, in this draw a line, we're going to do var line is equal to new line 2D, line.width is equal to 2, line.points is equal to new vector 2. It's going to be the root dot global position. And then the, oh no, why is this called origin? I'm going to call this origin destination. Okay, and then we're going to add child line, and that's going to have to be added somewhere different, but it's actually going to have to be added in that control upgrade control, yeah. Okay, now let's go ahead and fill out this upgrade item a little bit. So if is acquired, what we're going to do is we're just going to say modulate is equal to colors.green. And, well, let's do this. Is acquired question mark colors.green, otherwise colors.white. White. And then can acquire, we'll just store a variable for that. Private bool can acquire. This dot can acquire equals can acquire. Now this is going to have to be updated. So the tree is going to have to be updated when a new meta upgrade is taken. But we're going to worry about all of that later. Oh no, we can't worry about that later. We have to implement that now. So let's go ahead and first handle GUI input. So public override void GUI input EVT, and do I just call it click left in here? Click left. Okay. If evt.isActionPressed action underscore click underscore left. Let's go ahead and do accept input or accept event in there. And we're going to handle click. Okay, let's create a signal. I'm jumping all over the place, but let's roll with it. Public delegate void acquired event handler. Emit signal, signal name, dot acquired. But only if can acquire. And then this action click left needs to be defined. Private read only string name, action click left. Cool. And then here we're going to do handle click. So when each of these things is acquired, upgrade item, let's just go ahead and connect this here. This is going to be a little bit janky, but upgrade item dot connect or dot acquired plus equals on upgrade item acquired. Let's just sorry, I just need to move this upgrade tree as a member now. Private upgrade tree. So now I can create that method on upgrade item acquired, upgrade item, var. So we actually need a way of identifying the nodes as well. So add node in here. We've got a list of upgrade nodes. Well, let's just go ahead and find it. So we'll just say var node is equal to, let's create a public method in here. Public void get node by ID, string ID. We'll just do something very basic for now, which is we're going to do return upgrade nodes dot first or default x dot ID is equal to ID. This needs to be an upgrade node. So on upgrade item acquired, we're going to say node is equal to upgrade tree dot get node by ID, upgrade item dot upgrade ID, and we're going to say node dot is acquired is equal to true, and I guess we just call refresh tree or something. So basically this needs to be called again with minus this draw line and minus this. So I'm just going to copy and paste this real quick. Private void refresh tree. Let's pull this out as well. Dictionary string upgrade item. What do I call this? Okay. So when we call refresh tree, we don't need to reconnect to these acquired, and we don't actually need to reconnect to this either, because I can do upgrade item dot set acquired true. So we actually don't need to do this. We just need to basically loop over this, and we don't need to draw this either. Okay, so that's basically what we need to do. And we'll call refresh tree. Where did I lost my spot. Here we go. Refresh tree here. Okay, I think we're in a spot now where we can see if this works, which it's probably not going to, but yeah. What's the kitty's name? His name is Azir. I have another one named Shurima as well. I think I would sell it for more too. $5 gets you an under $5 category on Steam, which should help selling more copies probably. Yeah. Anything between $4 and $8.50, good category sweep and accounting for the Steam 40%. Truthfully, it'll sell no matter the price. It's looking amazing. Thank you. I may consider something slightly higher than $5. Again, it all depends on where I'm at and how I'm feeling about the game. If I were to just spend like the next week or two grinding it out and just making the game presentable, I would probably charge like $4, but I have a lot more content that I want to add to the game before it's released, and so depending on how much is there will depend on how much I charge. $10. Trying to negotiate me up. That's not how negotiations work. You're supposed to be trying to go down. No, but I appreciate it. Yeah. You guys are very supportive, and I'm very thankful for that. Let's see if this upgrade tree screen works. Okay, so basically like nothing worked. That's very interesting. What is going... There wasn't even any errors or anything. Excuse me? It's at position 0. Why is that happening? Oh, do I need to set a custom minimum size? Is that what I need to do? I think I need to set a custom minimum size for this. So let's just do 640 by 360, which is the window size. Oh wait, did I just do all this wrong, or... Wait a minute. Did I just not have these in the right spot? Is that literally the entire problem? Oh, okay, well, there we go. Okay. Now, I have no clue what's going on because I'm not printing any messages or anything. So let's go ahead and print some messages, or we can debug. So let's actually do that. Let's run this, and then let's go to our debugger. Let's attach to process. There. Let's put a breakpoint in handle click. Okay, can acquire is false, so there's a problem. That would be why it's not working. So I need to figure out why that's false initially. Probably because I'm not setting can acquire. Any dependency satisfied. Oh, this is probably returning false for any... So this has to be node.incomingconnections.count is equal to 0, or node.incomingconnections.any. I just need that first one to be set acquired color screen. Let's do this, just so I can see in a more visual manner. Let's, in here, modulate is equal to, well, it's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and run it. You have to count the cut, the taxes, and so on. $7.99 is the launch price, I think is kind of fair. Yeah, that's true. Debug, please. The only way to debug is using print statements. You know what? One of my viewers was giving me a hard time for not having the debugger set up, and I got it set up, and now you're giving me a hard time for not using print statements. Can't win. I can't win. It's okay. I mean, I like using the print just because it's easier, but now that I've got the debugger set up, I might as well use it. I think that. That's good. Yeah, I think maybe $7.99. I mean, I will consider it. I will consider $7.99. LOL, yeah. Goodness, can't win. Okay, well that seems to be working. I don't know why turning it green turns it black. Must be just a way of how the modulate works, but is this working now? So if I do, I'm clicking on that, doesn't work. I have to click on this one first. That one doesn't go, that one does go, and then that one does go. Sweet. So let's try a more complicated example now. Let's have upgrade item 3 over here and upgrade item 4 over here. And then let's do a 5th one here. And this is going to be ability 3. This will be ability 4. This one will be ability 5. Now, ability 5 is going to have both of these as dependencies here. So let's go ahead and try that. So upgrade, let's create another upgrade here. Ability 4. 4. I'm not even using the gold cost yet, but that's fine. 5. 5. Upgrade tree dot add node. Ability 4. Now ability 4 also has the dependency on ability 2. So I can copy this line there. And then for ability 5, upgrade tree dot add node, ability 5, new upgrade node, and it is going to have dependency on upgrade, no, on ability 4 and on ability 3. All right, let's see if that works. Yeah, I mean, it's an optimization problem, right? Because, I mean, it's supply and demand. It's possible, and I'm not saying this would happen, but it's possible that if I charged $10, it would actually make less than if I charged $5. Because of the volume. I'm trying to port the first course to Godot 4, and the mask for the dash is not working like it should. Did Godot change the behavior on that? Yes. Yeah, so the way that Godot changed it so that it used to be the case that, if I remember correctly, that if either the layer or the mask is set properly, so you've got one item with layer 1, let's say, and one item with mask 1, when they collide, the area entered signal would be sent to both of them, if I'm recalling correctly. But now I believe that the area entered signal is only sent to the layer that has the mask bit, or the item that has the mask bit set. So that means that you may have to reverse the layer and mask depending on who's actually handling the signal. It's not a very good change. I don't like that change at all, but I think that's correct what I just said. Out of curiosity, did I see you use a Lambda connect a signal to on upgrade acquired? If so, that's really cool. Never thought of doing that myself. Yeah, so that's really useful for if you need additional arguments. So this acquired signal here from upgrade item doesn't pass in any arguments, but I want to associate the upgrade item member with that signal connection or with that signal handler. So if you connect with just a Lambda, you can then call your handler with any additional arguments that you want to pass in specifically for that call. So it's very useful. You are welcome, Felipe. I think I recited that correctly, but yes, there was behavior change, so I would recommend just playing around with it and see. So let's go ahead and see if this works. So I can't click this, can't click that, can't click that. Boom. Boom. Now let's do left. Nice. Look at that. Now these could potentially be like a bi-directional, right? Maybe. So I could either handle that situation or I could just say I'm not going to design the tree that way. All right, so we've got a basic we got a basic tree working. Now let's actually get some, I don't know, some visuals or something, or some, there's a lot of work to do. I just don't know where to start next. I mean, we might as well focus on the visual side of things, I suppose. Just playing around with some things. Is it a skill tree? It is a skill tree, indeed. So I've got the skill tree here. So yeah, I think I want to make little little icons. Now, one thing that I want to try is making these like 24 by 24. I think that's a better size. All right, let's go into Sprite and see what's what. So we need a couple of variations. So there's going to need to be like a disabled variation and an enabled variation. But first, I'm going to just try to make some art here for each of the nodes. I forgot which. I should probably pull up my rune icons. There we go. I guess I could have done this in a more efficient way, but that's all right. Create a new folder for this. Upgrade tree. Upgrade slot? I don't know. Upgrade node. That should work. All right. Upgrade node. Here we go. Boom. Okay, that kind of looks terrible, but let's see what let's see what it. Oh. Now we got him turning green. I already have all your Udemy courses, but I just need to finish the first one to go on. This kind of information helps me a lot. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Choice-based trees are always interesting. Having to think if left or right upgrade works for you and locking you out of the other can add a lot of build diversity. Really good if you can respec, if that's what you're going for. Yeah, I think so. I think the whole point is that these skill upgrades are going to cost gold. So the gold is going to be currency that you use while you're in the run, but it's also going to be currency that you want to keep with you. So when you die or when you win, you take your gold with you. That gets added to your like permanent currency, and then you use the gold to purchase the upgrades. But it's exactly right. It's like, you know, you could go down the left branch, and the left branch is going to have all kinds of thematically related stuff. But it's going to get more expensive the deeper you go down the left tree. So you might take a couple nodes down the left and then say, well, I don't really have that much gold right now, so I'm going to go down to the right branch now and get a couple of those upgrades, you know. And I want to have like a few like ultimate keystone things that cost like, you know, I don't know what a reasonable price would be, but like 1,000 gold or something. you know, because I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if you just permanently had a loot goblin? And I was like, well, that could be one of the elements on the tree, right? One of the things on the tree could be spend 1,000 gold and you always start with a loot goblin, you know, or something silly like that. There's a lot of things that I can do, and I think it is going to add a lot of diversity to the game, a lot of interest. And obviously there's going to be the basic stuff like, oh, increase hearts by 1%, you know? Or not 1%, by 1. I don't like this color, though. I do not like this color, Sam I am. That is the same color as the background. Let's turn the grid off. I need a couple of different colors, really. This color is fine, I guess. I wonder if I just added a little bit more highlighting to this, if that would make it pop more. And then in here, we make this just a little bit darker. What am I doing? Boom. That might be better. I might as well just go all the way around. I don't know. Yeah, I might as well just go all the way around. Sprite, canvas size, height. Let's just do 28. Oops. Yeah, we'll do that. That left side looks weird now. Oops. I think it's gonna look weird anyway that I do it. I'm in a little bit of a pickle here. Of course, I could just do that. Okay, well, that's probably fine for now. No need to fiddle with this too much. Still don't know if I like that background color, though. Maybe something like... That looks kind of better. But I need a color for when it's acquired as well. Yeah, so how am I going to do that? So I need one for disabled, which means you can't get it. I need one for can acquire, which means you can get it. And I need one for acquired, which means you have it. So honestly, this could be a good color. Even just like the same background color could be a good color. Like I could see this color being the disabled version where you can't access it yet. Okay, so we'll say this one is one that can be acquired, and then let's do this. Sprite, canvas size. Well, actually, let's make these multiple layers, I suppose. So we'll save this as an A sprite. No. Dot A sprite. Let's do this one. Let's call this one can acquire. What do I want to call it? Upgrade node. So let's call it upgrade node can acquire. Let's create a new one. What is going on? I don't want to copy the layer. I want to copy the art. Please, thank you. Okay. Upgrade node is acquired. Is acquired can be... Does that work? We'll play with the colors later. Okay, duplicate this. Upgrade node cannot acquire. And this one, we'll just make it the same color. Okay, I think that should be fine. And then we need the lines, the line 2D. Oh, the sun is coming in. I tried the Gunforged demo. What do you think of it? It's still buggy. It's like a year out of date, so... Seems like you liked it though, right? If you want to pay $15 for it. For games of this type, the more someone can break it and become overly strong for a run, the more fun it is, so go wild with upgrades. Yes, I agree. That is my intention, so we're gonna see what happens. This sun, awesome. Yeah, thanks, Lucas. I appreciate that. I should probably get Gunforged to a point where I can release a updated demo. Yeah, I haven't really thought about that, honestly. I will probably wait on that a little bit. Maybe I'll aim for end of October for an updated demo. Anyway, that's not important to think about right now. Gotta stay on track. So this upgrade item here, we need multiple textures, so let's do this. Let's go to File, Scripts, Export Layers. We're not going to trim. Only visible layers, okay. Oh, whoops. I don't want only visible layers. Okay, so we've got all three of those exported. Let's create exports for that. So, oh my gosh, that sun. Private texture 2D. Cannot acquire texture. Can acquire texture. And is acquired texture. Cool. So cannot acquire. I'm going to delete this upgrade node here. There we go. So cannot acquire texture, can acquire texture, is acquired texture, and we'll just drag the is acquired here. Perfect. So let's update this. This has a base of text direct, okay. Dumb idea. Nodes are unfired bullets. Unlocked are fired. Oh, hidden can be unloaded. Like a revolver cylinder. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. As I'm iterating on this UI, because this is not, by no means this is not going to be the final UI, but set acquired. Right, so set acquired, what I want to do is I want to say the texture is equal to is acquired texture. Well, let's do this. Update. Update. Update texture. I want to update the texture to what? If is acquired, texture is equal to is acquired texture. Else if can acquire, texture is equal to can acquire texture. Else if cannot, or if not can acquire, texture is equal to cannot acquire texture. Alrighty, let's see if that works. Oh, wait, it's not going to work because the reason is I need to do update texture here and update texture here. And we might as well, for good measure, call update texture in here as well. Why not? Let's see what happens. Okay, so we've got this can acquire, boom, acquired, boom, acquired, boom, boom, boom. All right, so that's fine. The lines now are very... Honestly, do I even need to be using a... I don't think I need to be... Well, yeah, texture rect is helpful because I have GUI events. Okay, let's do this. Public vector2 center position is equal to global position plus size divided by 2. So I'm going to draw these lines. Origin.center position. Destination.center position. Nice. All right, now those need to be behind everything, so let's go ahead and in the scroll container, let's add a node 2D. Let's call it line container, or let's call it line root. Node private node 2D line root. And that should put all the lines behind everything now. And then we'll need to come up with a texture for... Are the lines snapping to the origin? Can you just center the sprite using offset? No, there is no offset when using texture rect, which is unfortunate. So that's why I'm not using it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to height of 3 and a width of 1. Alrighty. Check this out. Oops. Doesn't look like much, does it? We're going to call it line.png. And what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to do another... I'm going to add a line 2D here. This one is going to be the base line, I guess. 3 pixels. Fill, texture, line, texture mode, tile. Texture repeat enabled. And now, if I go to my baseline here, we got a nice little line there. So that's my baseline. So I'm gonna just, oops, mark that as access's unique name. Let's copy that. So node private line 2D, or no, this is called baseline. Okay, and then in ready, we're gonna say baseline.visible is equal to false. And then in draw line, what we're gonna do instead is we're going to duplicate that baseline. So we're gonna say baseline.duplicate as line 2D. Cool, and we can get rid of this. All right, let's see how that looks. Oh, that is unfortunate. Yeah, the texture. Maybe the line could be chains. That's a good idea. That would give it a forged look. I would want to look maybe like, well, I already have, oops, featured your comment more than once. That's not to be allowed. Oh, I got to make it visible. I already have a line or a chain asset, which somebody left a comment on saying that it should be shaded a little bit better, which I agree. So I need to find some time to do that. Where are the lines? Oh, I forgot to set it to true. I can definitely try it with chains though after this. We'll see. Okay, so those are those lines. It doesn't seem very good, does it? This one's all kinds of messed up. I'm just gonna peep what these points are. They should all be on integer. Oops. Yeah, they're all integers, so I don't know why that's getting all messed up. Very odd indeed. Well, let's try the chains. So this baseline here, we got chain. Did I not change the width appropriately? I don't remember what this width is, 12, I think. That looks good for vertical lines. It doesn't necessarily look that great for the horizontal lines. Or the angled lines. Maybe with some tweaks that would be okay, or maybe a simplified version of the chain, which is easier to render at low resolutions. Rope simulation just for the chains between nodes. Do you want Gunforged to be finished? That would be very cool though, to have some like interactivity there. Yeah, I'm kind of baffled here. I could change the mode to stretch, maybe? Why is this wrong? I don't understand. This line 2D is rendering incorrectly. And if I change this to 4 as the width, what does closed do? Sharp limit. I don't know what's going on here. Might need to change aliasing. No, there shouldn't be any aliasing happening. That looks fine, but okay. This is only 3 pixels. I wonder if it's just having trouble drawing an odd number of... What happens if I do this? Sprite, canvas size, height of 4, and then we'll shift that down, save that. So the width is still 4, but now the asset actually matches that width now. Now it's being drawn correctly, but now it's going to be 1 pixel off center. Oh, man. Why do you do this to me, Godot? Why do you do this to me? What if I did width of 3.1? If I did a width of 3.1, is that going to make it render correctly without causing any noticeable artifacts? The answer is nope. Maybe move the node so the line isn't at an angle that looks bad in low res. Yeah, I could do like right angles. I mean, do you guys like the chains better than this line? Colors start to blend in with background. Yeah, the color's not final. I have to play with the colors some more. Yeah, might need to change aliasing. I don't think there's any aliasing. I checked. So that's a good... I mean, I could try it with... go back to the chains. I think I would need to modify the chain just a little bit, though, so it looks like it's engraved into the whatchamathinking. Where's my chain? This chain here. These are a width of 12, okay. Or just play with it till it doesn't look so jagged. Let's go and play with that. Can't spend too much time on this, but I am curious to see if this is going to work. So put the chain in there, 12 there. Tile mode, tile. I wonder if the joint mode shouldn't have anything to do with it, but... So what I can do instead is I can make these 90-degree angles, right? So I could do these upgrade items here. So those are on a straight line. So this one actually, let's move this up here. Okay, and then this one can be over there. That one can be over there somewhere. Just try it out. Cool. All right, let's see what that does. Oh, I forgot those are both, yeah. I mean, that doesn't look terrible when it's at a 45-degree angle like that. The problem is if I ever wanted to have more than one connection. What is going on here? Do you see that? Oh, this one must be... Oh, you know what? Was my original line not working because it literally wasn't aligned? Is that why it wasn't working? That does look cool. I'm curious now, though. If I go back to this line and I put 3 back in. Nope, it's broken in 2 different ways now. How is that possible? How is it that this one renders correctly on the left-hand side and the one on the right-hand side completely messes up? Explain yourself, Godot. It's probably due to the rotation. It's probably due to the rotation. I bet you if I started the line at this point and drew it down, it would probably be correct. And if I started the point here and drew it to the left, it would probably be correct. It's probably based on the rotation or something. What happens if I just completely reversed those? Would I get a reversal of the artifacting error? I don't know if you would call it an artifact, just a rendering error, I guess. Let's see if that happens. Yep. So now this line and this line are correct, and this one is incorrect. So it's based on the rotation. Goodness gracious. Everybody subscribe. Yes, Lucas. Lucas is right. Everybody subscribe. And get the new course. Oops. And get the new course. Yeah, so anyone watching the VOD, I was slouching. Anyone watching the VOD, the links are in the description below. My C# course is still available for a limited time at the steeply discounted price. I think that ends either tomorrow. No, either Wednesday or Thursday. Is it Monday? Yeah. So it either ends Thursday, Wednesday, or it ends someday this week. So make sure to get it before it ends. Is Godot's camera still a little odd with pixel art? A little bit, but not. They did a lot of fixing with the camera and whatnot. And like the stream, yes indeed. And like the stream indeed. Hello, Bustifer. That's a great name. Any reason to see why C#? C#, if you're comfortable with it, is the main reason why you would choose it. Also, being able to use C# things like the native data structures like hash sets and whatnot. And link, of course, is a great thing. You can use NuGet packages as well. But it doesn't really give you anything additional over GDScript beyond those kind of things. Of course, you can apply software design patterns and whatnot that you can't easily do with GDScript. So I think the main reason would be if you're comfortable with C# and you're productive with C#, then that would be the reason why you would choose to use C# with Godot. Okay, give me 2 minutes. I gotta go take a quick break. And then when we come back, we'll continue working on this. I wanna get some functionality done. It's getting kind of late, but I'm gonna work quite a bit longer on the stream here, get some of this functionality in place, hopefully, because I do wanna start like building out the actual what happens if you grab an upgrade. Don't know if we'll get to that on that screen, on this stream, but we'll see. We're gonna go game jam mode and try to get as much done as possible, so. Okay, so give me 2 minutes and I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Let's continue some work. Just in case the dash problem... Oop. The message went away. I think GDScript might have hash sets with the old lookup type time similar to the way Python achieves it with dictionaries, but I may be wrong. There's no native like hash set, but I think you can use like a dictionary for that functionality. Godot does indeed have dictionaries, so... Anyone use Godot C# but did not come from Unity? Raise my hand. I did not come from Unity, so... I'm still using Unity, there you go. Whatever you're proficient in. And now here's the cat again. Wants his attention. Do you want to meow for the stream? No? I mix and match depending on the project. GDScript is comfortable. C# suits me better. Both are great though. Yeah, I do GDScript for game jams a lot of times. Hi. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this going here. So I'm gonna stick with this line for now because I want to start moving on with other things, but I do need to reverse the position based on certain things. So if the destination dot y dot center position dot y is less than the origin dot center position dot y, then we want to flip those. So this is going to be destination origin dot center position. Else if destination dot center position dot x is less than origin dot center position dot x. Then we're going to do the same thing. Else do that. So is this going to fix my my line problems? Nope. Man, this is too difficult. So let's see. Destination center position X. Hold on. Let's get rid of all these. Let's go back to what we had and see again what the cases are here. Okay, so it's drawing from here to here. So it's if X is greater than. So let's introduce destination is greater than that. Then we'll flip it around. Will that work? Okay, boom. There we go. All of our lines are correct now. Jeepers. That was difficult. All right. All good, though. Okay, so let's actually get these working. So probably going to need some kind of resource system for this, as per usual. So let's go ahead and create some resources for this. So resource, let's create a new folder. We're going to call this meta upgrade. This might look familiar to some people who took my 2D Survivors course. Link in the description. I just shamelessly plug that every time. Anyway, so resources, where am I actually putting these things? Where did I put the player or the affix resource? Affix resource. Game data affix. So I should probably put this in game data New folder, meta upgrade. New file, meta upgrade resource.cs. Public class, public partial class, meta upgrade resource, extends resource. Using Godot, namespace, game.data.meta upgrade. Export. Private. Nope, not private. Public string display name. Get private set. Export. Public string description. Get private set. Export. Public int cost. Get private set. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, we want to make this a global class as well, so we can instantiate that through the editor. Build. All right, what should the first meta upgrade be? Create new resource, meta upgrade resource. What should the first upgrade be? Anyone got upgrade ideas, meta upgrade, meta progression ideas? Hit me with them. Something suitable for like early game. Are these upgrades that persist through runs? Yes, indeed. They are indeed upgrades that persist. So anything you could think of. There's going to be big ones, obviously. Like there's going to be increase health. Whoops, almost smacked my keyboard. Increase health by 1 permanently. You know, there could be things like increase stamina by 1 permanently. The increased gold generation could be something to do. What else? Lucky to get better parts. Yep, something like that would work. Start each run with 1 free item. Ooh, that's a good one. Increased affix drop rate. Luck could be one. I'd probably spread out luck among all the different things, so I would have like increased gold drop rate, increased gold drop rate, increased rune drop rate. Oh, affix slots. Affix slots would be one. Plus 1 extra life. Yep, that's definitely going to be one. It can't be an early one, though, but it's going to be one for sure. Let's do this. This one's not super interesting, but let's do this. Now, here's an interesting thing, is that some of these upgrades could be present multiple times. Stamina regen, that's a good one. Screw it, let's go ahead with stamina regen. Increase stamina regen. We're gonna call this one Deep Breaths. Description. Ooh, I need this to be property hint multi-line. Every run have the ability to pick 1 gun part, 1 max life, or 1 max dash charge. Yeah, that's a good idea. How about enemy upgrades? New event unlocks with different enemies or slime rain. Yeah, so I have this elite enemy system. That could definitely be something that's on the board. Or unlock different enemy types. The problem is I need the content for that, so I have to be careful with those kinds of things. But yeah, that's a good idea as well. So description here. Stamina regeneration is increased by, we'll do 10%. So that would be a suitable early one. So this has an ID of increased stamina regen here. So now this upgrade item, we need some kind of like meta upgrade registry, I suppose. Might as well create this here. New file, meta upgrade registry. Cool. Meta upgrade resource. Meta upgrade. Meta upgrade registry. How about lucky fingers? Additive chance to not consume a bullet. That's a good one. Is there some kind of damage negation? Maybe a shield or something like that as a meta upgrade. I have plans to do something like that. Yeah, I guess I have to build out more of the content before I can really decide for sure on a lot of these ideas. These are all great ideas, by the way. I'm just replacing anything that was here. Pretty straightforward. It's just reading the file system and then storing all those upgrades from the directory. Now, what I do need to do is I need to go to my affix resource and I need to copy this here. Meta upgrade resource. One second. Okay, sorry about that. So this ID section here is basically reading the resource path or the resource path get file get base name, and it's getting the ID from that. So the ID is going to end up being whatever I've determined in the editor here, this increased stamina regen. So that's getting set there. And then in the registry, what this does is on load. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do this. On load, what this is doing is this is loading up all of those resource files when the game starts up and putting them in a dictionary so that I can get any resource by ID at runtime, which is what I'm going to need to do in this upgrade tree screen, because I'm going to need some kind of tooltip for that information. So this upgrade item now, what I can do in here is I can do public void set meta upgrade resource, private meta upgrade resource, upgrade resource is equal to meta upgrade resource. So now we're setting that in here, and then we're going to call update texture here. That's not useful yet, but there's going to be some visual changes, I suppose. Let's call that set meta upgrade now from our upgrade tree screen. So these upgrade nodes now These have IDs associated with them. Actually, you know what I'm going to do instead? This upgrade item, instead of setting that here, I'm going to export that. So instead of exporting the upgrade ID, export... Ooh, I'm going to actually destroy everything. That's fine. We've already tested it. Actually, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to commit what I have. Initial passive tree, or initial upgrade tree work. So that way I can go back to this commit if I need to see how something is working. But now we're going to blast out this upgrade ID, and this is going to become a meta upgrade resource. And we're going to call this upgrade resource. Upgrade ID will return upgrade resource dot ID. Perfect. And then in here, set meta upgrade, we're going to get rid of that. Cool. And then what we'll do is we will build... How about ammo +1? Another good idea. Unlucky rabbit's foot. Enemies have a chance, multi-level for increased chance, to explode on death, damaging anything near it, including you. Funny little trade-off. Upgrade without extra content. That's a good idea. Yeah, I like that one. Okay. So this upgrade item, this first upgrade item, it's going to have the increased stamina regen upgrade resource here. And we're going to get rid of all these. Sorry. Goodbye. So this gold cost actually doesn't do anything anymore. So this upgrade node, let's create a public. Let's create a constructor here. Public upgrade node. This is going to have to take a meta upgrade resource as an argument. And in here, what we're going to do is we're going to say public string ID get private set. This ID might be useful, I suppose. Actually, nah, let's get rid of this. Get rid of it. Just get out of here. I don't want to look at you anymore. Public meta upgrade resource get private set meta upgrade resource equal to meta upgrade resource. Cool. So in here, this new upgrade node, what we're going to do is we're going to say meta upgrade registry dot get meta upgrade by ID. And in here, we're going to do increased stamina regen. Okay. For each node and upgrade nodes, upgrade item, right. Node.meta upgrade resource.id. Cool. Okay. What does it want me to do here? It wants me to use read only there. Okay, whatever. All right, so I think that's all right. Now, it should still work. Love your dialogue. I feel like I'm watching your Udemy course again. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just, I don't talk too much differently than what I do during the courses. There's a lot more editing in the courses to remove, you know, expletives that are muttered under my breath when I realize I made a mistake and need to go back a minute or whatever. Those courses are a lot of work. People keep asking about, like, can you make a course for this and can you make a course for that? And the answer is yes, I would love to, but I kid you not, that C# course, it took me like weeks and weeks and weeks of full-time work. I think I probably spent a total of like 6 weeks on it or something like that. It takes a long time. There's 24 hours of video content in that C# course, and I watched every single minute of that content to make sure that the continuity was good, to make sure that I didn't skip anything or miss anything or omit anything, but also just going through and cutting out all the mistakes, all of my misspeaks, replacing certain sections with lessons if I misspoke. It's a lot of work that goes into it. So I don't know why I'm saying that other than to just share with you some behind the scenes. I'm not saying like, woe is me, it's too much work, but it's just like, I can't pump out courses at a very high frequency because there's a lot of work that goes into it. And to be honest, it gets really old editing the same kind of video over and over and over again. I was like ripping my hair out at the end, like, oh, I just want this editing to be over. How about hazards like a trade of increase the gold but increase the enemy amount? Yeah, that's a good one. Last idea? No, I need more ideas. Keep them coming. Deja vu, the last X guns you had previously used have an X% chance of dropping and showing up. That's a cool one. I like that one a lot. I can imagine I tried doing one for React front-end development. What happened to that? Did you publish it, or did you ultimately abandon it? Okay, let's click this. Boom. All right, it worked. Cool. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to have some kind of auto load that can detect when a meta upgrade resource has been created. So we've got this save data here. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I've got the save data class. So what I could do is I could do private static, whoops, read only, dictionary, string, bool, meta upgrade unlocks equals new. And then in here, public static bool try unlock meta upgrade, string meta upgrade ID. If let's do this. Var meta upgrade. No, let's do this. ID to resource dot try get value. ID out var upgrade. Return upgrade. And then in here, what I can do is I can say var upgrade is equal to meta upgrade registry dot get upgrade by ID, meta upgrade ID. If upgrade equals null, gd.push warning, no upgrade with ID, meta upgrade ID, return. Otherwise, we're going to say, oh, this is going to be return false. Let's return true otherwise, and we'll do meta upgrade unlocks upgrade.id is equal to true. So that's one way I can keep track of the upgrades being unlocked. I really don't like storing just plain booleans here. And the reason is because if you ever want to attach additional data to this unlock, it gets a little bit tricky. And also with this approach, I can't support like having multiple instances of the same upgrade. I would have to create a unique upgrade ID for each instance, even if they had the same benefit. So let's say I wanted to put multiple stamina regen passives in the tree. The way that this is being set up now is I'd have to create 3 unique versions of that all give the same bonus, rather than being able to unlock the same thing 3 times, right? Oh, you abandoned it? Oh, yeah. It's tough. Making courses is tough. Power up. Low life equals more damage. Yeah, there's a question there too, which is like, you know, how much of this stuff is more suited toward passives that you can get while you're in the run, and how much of it is better suited for permanent buffs. And I already have some passives that increase damage on low life. That doesn't mean there can't also be permanent buffs that do the same thing, but I'm trying not to be too redundant if possible. Public static bool has meta upgrade string meta upgrade ID. Return. Let's do this. Meta upgrade unlocks dot try get value. Meta upgrade ID out var unlocked. Return. Unlocked. So now let's go to my player. Where's my dash timer? I actually don't know how the player regenerates dashes. How does the player regenerate dashes? I actually don't know how that works. Hey, what's up, Adonton? Welcome, welcome. What's going on? Maybe a meta upgrade that increases the speed of the loot goblin or the frequency at which the get down Mr. President blocks incoming damage. Yep, that's a good one. Time for me to head to bed. All right. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Broken Crow. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. And I hope to see you in the next one. I've been streaming fairly frequently, so let me know. Or yeah, just hop in whenever you can. Oh, you know, working like a dog. Yep. Same. Same. How is the player being... Player resource UI. Where is this dash coming in? Oh, it's a dash manager. Dash count up. Okay, so the dash manager is probably where this dash is being modified here. Cooldown timer. Do I have anything that currently affects the cooldown timer? Update cooldown timer. Dash cooldown. 3 seconds. Interesting. So what I probably want is... Probably want a game event here. So there's a couple of things that need to go on here. Shoot. So the upgrade tree screen here, I need to connect when an upgrade item is acquired. What I need to do in here is I need to do save data dot try unlock meta upgrade. We're going to pass in the upgrade item dot meta upgrade. Oops. Oh, I don't even have that. Upgrade item dot upgrade ID. So that's going to try to unlock that meta upgrade. I should really be probably doing this through a node, now that I think about it. Because this is going to get really messy otherwise. And maybe it won't, actually. So if save data dot try unlock meta upgrade. So if this succeeds, then what we'll do is we'll do something with game events. Let's do signal, public delegate void meta upgrade added event handler. Do we want to pass along the meta upgrade? Probably. Meta upgrade resource. Okay. Or I guess we could just pass along the ID. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just pass along the ID. Okay, and let's create an emit method for that. Public static void emit meta upgrade added. String meta upgrade ID. Instance dot emit signal. Signal name dot meta upgrade added. Okay, so now game events dot emit meta upgrade added. Upgrade item dot upgrade ID. Cool. So if that unlock succeeds, it's going to forward that event. And then that event can be handled in the player dash manager. So wherever that is, player dash manager in the ready here. What we're going to do is take that game events dot instance dot connect game events dot signal name dot meta upgrade added callable dot from string on meta upgrade added. Okay. Private void on meta upgrade added. String upgrade ID. And I don't think I really care about this. I'm not going to be super stickler about it and try to compare. I'm just going to listen to any meta upgrade added, and then I'm just going to call this update cooldown timer. So we're going to call that update cooldown timer. And this dash cooldown now is, this is going to be tricky actually. So var adjusted dash cooldown is going to be equal to dash cooldown if save data dot has meta upgrade increased stamina regen adjusted dash cooldown times equals .9. Okay, so anytime a meta upgrade is added, it's just going to call this update cooldown timer. It'll check if the meta upgrade increased stamina regen is unlocked, and then it will adjust the cooldown time and set that there. Now, the question is that going to actually work? And the answer is, I do not know. Let's make it super obvious though. Let's set this to 0.5 for now. Now there is one thing I need to do, which is that in the hub level, I'm going to instantiate this, this skill tree or upgrade tree. We're just going to put that right smack dab over it, but then we're also going to instantiate this blocking UI component here, and we're going to allow escape, which is going to allow me to dismiss this, which means that I should be able to go into the game now. And when it runs, I'll see this screen. I'll select the stamina upgrade. So I'll select the stamina upgrade there, and then I'll hit escape. And now let's see if I can dash really quickly. There's errors. Invalid argument count. There's invalid argument count. Meta upgrade added. Oh, I forgot to pass this along. Oops. Let's try it again. I'm doing well. GD script. Should I think about changing to C# or just a question of preference? It's a question of preference mostly. I wouldn't switch to C# for any other reason other than you think it would increase your productivity either for the specific game that you're working on or just in general by switching to C#. Like there are certain games where making it in C# would be easier. Like I think making a grid-based or a turn-based game or a puzzle game would be much easier in C# just because you have better management of like, you have like hash sets and stuff you can use. But you can definitely do anything you want to do in GD script as well, so it doesn't matter too much. Power up, double up the effect of any healing. Interesting. If you feel the need for interfaces, link in better performance than C#. Yeah. Yeah, link is basically just a way of filtering and querying through through collections, through data structures, which is really nice. Yeah, query and manipulate data. All right, let's see if this works. So boom, boom. Oh yeah, look at that. 1.5 seconds is my cooldown speed. Let's make it really obvious. Let's make it super obvious. Let's just make it unbelievably obvious. So in here, oops, let's do times 0.1. So we're gonna cut it by 90% instead. Yeah, small game turns into big game is a classic. Look at this. My upgrade system is working. And it should persist when I go into the next level because that data is attached to the save manager and the player picks that up when the player gets reinstantiated. So now I can dash around basically forever, which is great. Okay, let's turn that back to a more realistic number here. Nope, I clicked the wrong button. Let me out. Boom, boom. Okay. Yeah, so that reduces, it's still like a reduction of 0.3 seconds, which is great. But especially if I add more of those nodes in the tree, like extra 10% here, extra 10% there, you'll be able to get pretty low on terms of the reduction. Get like a 30% cut. But we have to keep in mind too that there are extra dashes you can pick up. So during the run, so let's see if I actually get one. I don't get one, okay. And so if you get all those passive abilities or those passive upgrades, and then you also get, the permanent upgrades, sorry. So you get the stamina regen permanent upgrades, and then you go into the game and you get a lot of the stamina, you'll be dashing around like crazy. Yeah, I like it. This is shaping up good. I'm feeling optimistic about this little skill tree system here. And that data is being piped. So this save data class here, this is ultimately going to be what it says. It's going to be responsible for storing and writing the save data. So basically anything in here, anything in these dictionaries will be saved to a JSON object. And that's where all the data is going to be saved. But I have to think really carefully about this because you don't, like, save data is one of those things where it's like you make sure you want to design it correctly from the beginning, because if you need to make major changes to it because of poor design, you're going to have to figure out a way to make that backward compatible with old player save data. And so what you want to do is plan as much as possible for this save data to be as amenable to change as possible, just naturally, so that you don't really have to worry about backwards compatibility. But that's not a concern for me just yet, so. But yeah, so we've got the upgrade tree in place. We've got meta upgrades working in principle. We've got the meta upgrade resource. We've got a meta upgrade registry. And yeah, this is looking great. So I'm going to commit that. So add first functional meta upgrade. Awesome. All right, before I end the stream, I'm going to do a playthrough, but in the meantime, if you want to support my work, check out all the links in the description. Again, my new C# course is available now. It's still on discount for the next couple of days, so pick that up if you're interested. I also have a couple of GDScript courses, one for Godot 3 and one for Godot 4. So all those links are in the description below. Also hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live, all that good stuff. Basically, if you want to help me out, look at the links in the description, and all that stuff is greatly appreciated. So we'll do a run of this. We'll see if I can beat the rat boss, and then we'll call the stream for the night. When Gunforged DLC dropping? Oh my goodness. I can't. Let me get through the original game first. I actually don't think I'll do Gunforged DLC. Mostly because I'm really excited about the next game I want to make. That's got 2 rune slots. Let's put that there. Let's equip that one on the right-hand side. This one is good as well. Already getting up in there in the rune slots there. Nice. Oh, got the worm gun, worm magazine. Ooh, rune. Amazing work. I'll try to keep up with the streams. Thank you. Appreciate that. My stream schedule is a little bit erratic, but I'm hoping to settle into a regular stream schedule. But the VODs are always available, so if I do stream at a weird time that you can't make, or for whatever reason, you can always go back and watch those if you're interested. Let's take Imaginary Friend. I like this one a lot. Get the ghost gun floating around. Oh, that's a DPS decrease though. Number of bullets, 3. We could make a worm sniper. Worm sniper, go! Okay. Ooh, put bleed on it, yeah. Bullets track to the enemy nearest the crosshair, sure. Okay. Look at that curve. I'm not even aiming in that direction. I need to nerf that. Not nerf, but I need to change some things about that. Although it basically is a guaranteed hit, which is nice. That bullet tracking affix gets really crazy. Why do I have 1 extra health? Did I take an extra health? I must have. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but when you have like multiple bullets being shot at once, that bullet tracking affix just sends all the bullets at him, which is awesome. Sweet. Give me the loot goblin. Come on, I want to see the loot goblin. Robust, Blood Brothers. Ooh, Blood Brothers, though. That's my blood golems. Let's get rid of oil. I need to make oil more useful. Oil is not very good right now. Do I take the increased DPS? I probably do want that. Let's get rid of the poison and put that on. And I'm going to sell these. There we go. Oh, wait. No. I'm gonna save. I was gonna maybe reforge and get some new options, but I'm gonna save my money. If the well comes up, that's gonna be very useful. Ah! You know what I might do? I might make health globes a meta upgrade. So like, there's an upgrade that health globes can start spawning in the game. I might hide that behind a meta upgrade. Although, then you wouldn't be able to heal your first couple runs. Never mind. That's kind of how roguelites are though, right? Like you get guaranteed death until you get some upgrades, but I don't necessarily like that. I like being able to win a roguelike run in principle, even without all the meta upgrades. Loot Goblin, yes! Let's do it. Do I stream on Twitch? No, I do not. I was going to multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube, but Twitch does not allow you to show combined chat from other multi-stream services on the video. So that's a huge DPS increase on the right gun there. Let's slap that on. Okay, here's a well. Boom. Tag your it. So that should increase my movement speed. And then let's drop... Oh, I don't have 25 gold anymore. I don't have enough gold. Well, let's do a reforge then. Ooh, look at this. Yes. Got 2 blood stacks here now. Although I don't know if I need this much bleed, so I think I'm going to put the oil back on and sell this one. I might regret this, but I'm going to put that over there for the extra rune slot. Oh, and I already sold. Okay, never mind. Well, oh my gosh, look at that. Go worms. Wow. That's probably going to do like peanut DPS though, right? What is my DPS? So the way that this game works is that, so this shoots 5 bullets at once. So the way that it works is it takes each bullet damage, or it takes the damage that you would do for a single bullet, and if you have multiple bullets, it divides the damage. So basically, essentially, like each bullet that I shoot once out of here is doing 1/5 of the damage. So if all 5 bullets hit the enemy, then they do the full damage. And the reason for that is because otherwise having just more bullets being shot is just a straight up power increase. Like adding an extra bullet with full DPS is plus 100% damage, right? And that's very hard to balance. So just dividing the damage among all the bullets that are shot at once is a good way. It's a good way I found to balance it. Preventing those kind of spikes. But the benefit of having multiple bullets is you can spread out all of your status affix effects to all kinds of different enemies, or all, like basically the entire room of enemies. Got the little loot goblin. He's freaking looting. Got the blood brothers, got the loot goblin, got the ghost gun, the phantom gun. Die. Go loot goblin. Oh goodness. Yes. Loot goblin plush. Yeah. Loot goblin plush when. I'm enjoying your streams. I hope you continue to stream more often. I think I will be. I mean, I am not working, and except on this game, so I might as well, you know, stream it, right? Congrats on the course launch. Thank you, Carto. Your previous one is incredible, and I'm sure this one's awesome too. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. How many AI companions have you built? That's a good question. Well, if you count the Blood Brothers, that's 1. Phantom Gun, Loot Goblin, the Bodyguards, that's 4. I think that's it. I think 4. Game Juice looks on point. Thank you. Increase the fire rate of the Phantom Gun could also be a meta upgrade. Yes, I'm a little bit wary of making meta upgrades that are specific to passives that you can only get in-game. I think the easier way to accomplish that would be allowing you to get multiple instances of the Phantom Gun, but every instance after the first increases the Phantom Gun's stats. You know what I mean? So I hear what you're saying, but I think it would be a little... I don't know. I guess I'd have to try it because I don't know for sure. I just feel like getting a meta upgrade that depends upon you also getting a passive in-game would be a little bit underwhelming, I guess. But if it was like maybe like a far leaf node or something, or just like something extra that's optional that you don't have to get if you don't want to, I could see that being useful then. As long as it's not like something that you have to get to other parts of the tree, then I think I could just leave it up to the player. Like, you don't have to spend your gold on this if you don't want to. I should play test that for sure. I think it could be, what I'm interested in is like having like keystone kind of passives, or like they're called keystone passives in other games, like I think Path of Exile, where sorry, the cat is doing something, where the where you get like a loot goblin permanently. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Cat was coughing, so I was like seeing if he was okay. Does using the left gun refill the right gun and vice versa? Yes, that's true. Is it normal to get upgrades every wave? It is, yeah. Yeah, you get an upgrade choice after every wave. Okay. Let's continue on here. So, clear nearby bullets on dash. That's a good one. Bullets pierce through enemies. I'm gonna put that on there. Increase rune slots, increase capacity, decrease range. Oh, I could put it on a left gun. There we go. Now I'm shooting worms out of both guns. Look at those blood brothers. Loot Goblin's doing his work. Getting me my money. Oops. I need more dashes, that's what I need. Why are dashes so rare? Nice. Ooh, another well. Might as well just go ahead and drop money. Ooh, Blood Torrent. Inflict maximum blood stacks on enemies when taking damage. Ooh, I could do another health increase or quickness. Let's do health increase. That's a good one. 5% chance to deal double damage. That's a huge DPS increase for both guns. Let's go put it on the... Oops. Let's put it on the right gun. And then let's double damage there. Why not? Oh, this is a DPS increase here too for the left gun. Let's put that there. We lose a rune slot, but... I think that's probably fine. Sweet. Shop interface about the is coming along. How do I feel about the UX? I think the UX is good. It's better. It's the best iteration of it yet. I think there's probably some things I can improve, or there are some things I want to and can improve, but I need to think on that a little bit. Take a break from that screen and revisit it again. I'm happy with it though. I don't think it's going to change much more beyond what was shown just now. Sorry, this is getting hectic. Ooh, I need that. I need that. Thank you. Oh, I forgot my loot goblin can grab the health things for me. I should let him do his job. It's a really cool mechanic. Thank you. Yeah. Are you absolutely happy with how your danger zone implementation works? To me, it seems a bit weird that you don't really get the timing of when a zone actually damages you. It just glows. Yeah, I'm kind of... If you have a suggestion for how to indicate that, I'm open to it, but I don't really know a good way of showing that. I think the red is basically just avoid this. Just red means don't step here. And you always have time. Like, it's not like the zone is showing up like right before the damage happens. The zone shows up as soon as the attack is like about to be launched, and then you have plenty of time to avoid it. But if you have suggestions, open to it for sure. Love the wait can please sign, more like that please. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff that's kind of like legacy that was from like a year ago when I was doing active development. That's gonna be changed for sure. The zone visuals and blending is very impressive. Yeah, I think it's I think it works great. I mean, it looks good, but yeah, if there's a way I can improve the UX there for the player or the experience there for the player, I'm all ears. Loot Goblin picked up the health for me, picked up the rune for me, nice. Yeah, there's a lot of visual work I'm gonna do. I've got a lot of stuff that I want to rework. So yeah, ooh, for real, this is a new one. When dashing, create a machine that reels in nearby enemies. Let's do that. Fire rate increases. Yes, let's put that on the right gun. Wait, did I do something wrong? Let's put that there. Okay. Fire rate increases as magazine depletes. Yeah, we're probably going to want that one for sure. Okay. I've seen some games flash the zone indicator faster as a projectile AoE arrives. Okay. Wave 8. Let's do it. I don't know if you can see that chain thing. There it goes, pulling in the enemies. Ooh. It's a nice little crowd control for the enemies, I think. Goodness. This is ridiculous. Oops. I'm dying here. Oh. Okay. I have to be very careful. I don't have like any dashes. I don't know what's up with that. Okay. Goodness. I am in trouble. That's for sure. Increase stamina by 1. I do need that, so let's get that. No upgrades. Let's reforge just in case. Okay, no upgrades. Here we go. Just gotta time the dash a little bit. All right. I don't know what I got hit by. Oh, I don't know what I got hit by. That difficulty ramps up pretty quick. I wonder if I should do something about that. Maybe another circular outline from the center, 0.5 seconds before it activates. That's a good idea. Cat claiming his human, yep. Might be a bit tricky with individual zones because of the blending. Yeah, the blending is a huge problem. Did I draw everything? I did, yeah. The overwhelming majority of the art. There is one thing that I didn't do, which is this. This is the one thing that I didn't do in terms of the art, which are these keybind icons here. I did not do those. That's like a art pack that I got somewhere. Do you plan on localizing Gunforged, or will it be released only in English? Probably only English. I don't know anything about localization, and I also don't know how I would get the game localized, so probably just English. I don't know what you got hit by could be the cause for here's what killed you sign, like Binding of Isaac. Yeah, I need to have, somebody suggested leaving the bullet that hits you, like don't free the bullet that hits you so that players can see that it was a bullet or whatever. But then yeah, having some kind of explanation would also be great as well. I agree. Lots of work to do. Lots of work to do. Game is slated to be finished, or I'm want to have it finished by the end of December. So not a whole lot of time. October, November, and December. So basically 3.5 months. So lots of work to do. But yeah, I'm going to call the stream there. I'm going to go get some rest and all that good stuff. I was killed by AoE. Yeah. That's probably true. 1.0 is just the start. That's the scary bit, but you're doing wonderful. Thank you. All right, but yeah, thanks everyone for joining me. And again, please check out the links in the description below. Pick up my course if you're interested in learning Godot C#. And yeah, I really appreciate everyone being here and appreciate your suggestions and your feedback. And I hope to see you in future streams. Let's just get the last of these comments here. In Bloons TD, the meta upgrades start out general, and later parts of the tree you can get more specific upgrades for the towers you like. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Localization expands your reach. Yeah, I've heard that. It's just, I guess I'd have to figure out how to do that. And I could also do that after the release as well. That could be something that I patch in later. All right, well, that's it for me. Thanks again, everyone, and good night, and I'll see you in the next one, probably